Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk, episode 155. Light week. We're not going to lie. It's just Cam and I right now. Tyler is still caught up in his move. He's been very stressed. It's been a very chaotic couple of weeks for Tyler. So, well-deserved break from the pod for a couple of weeks. And Seth is out dealing with some personal stuff. He might hop on in a bit. We're a little unsure. He's out right now dealing with some personal things, but it's Cam and I. We got a pretty fun episode for you. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We watched 0 new releases this week. We didn't see Splitsville. We didn't see Honey Don't. Came out this week. I saw Ne Zha 2, so I'll talk about Ne Zha 2. I'm very excited to talk about Ne Zha 2, but that's not really that wasn't really a this week release. But we got a fun episode for you guys today. We're gonna do. I made us a tier list. I made us 2 tier lists, so we'll decide which one we want to do. One of them is 30 movies, and the other one is 41 movies. So yeah, both of them seem like a lot. So if we do one or the other, we don't have to go through every single film. The one with 41 movies it's the one with 30 movies plus an additional 11. So it's not like a different tier list. It's just I was sitting there last night and I was like, oh wait, I forgot. I want to add this film and that film. But we'll do that, and then we'll get a little controversial. We will talk about our 5 most overrated films of the decade so far. So that'll be the episode, and then Cam and I will obviously briefly talk about Peacemaker. Episode 1 dropped Thursday or Friday. I forget.
It dropped Thursday.
So we'll talk Peacemaker, episode 1, and then we got some news to discuss as always. Shout out our executive producers, Mr. Stefan Niebrick, Stefan Johnson, Cody Whitney, and Cole Beaver. Shout out to all of our patrons. And like we keep plugging, ReelTok Podcast on YouTube. We are currently sitting at 9.76 subscribers. So we're inching up towards that 10K slowly. Each and every day we gain a couple more subscribers, which is fucking awesome. But as I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, if you're subscribed, we appreciate it. We love you. Share us with your family and friends. If you're not subscribed and you stumbled upon one of our videos, subscribe. We're pretty cool dudes. We're pretty awesome guys. We yap about movies. We yap about life. Football season's coming up, so I'm sure Tyler and Cam, you guys will be yapping a lot about football. The U.S. Open's coming up, so I'll be yapping about tennis a lot. So if you just want to listen to 4 dudes talk, just hit that subscribe button. Get us to 10K. We got our 3-year anniversary coming up next week. Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me see. I don't think it's pure 3 years, but I think it's like 52 times 3.
Yeah, I think as well. It's our.
So I don't know what counts as the 3-year anniversary, but
yeah,
maybe I'll look. Maybe
it's like our 156th. First of all,
good math.
Appreciate that. I just looked at our Real Talk episode 155 today and just added.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you cooked. Right, that's fair.
No, we listen. I don't want to. We got to pat ourselves on the back, man. 155 episodes straight. Crazy. Where we haven't missed a weekend. Like obviously, like Tyler and Seth are away today. I've taken a couple of weeks off here and there. You've taken a couple of weeks off here and there. But like the fact that we've got an episode out every single week is so insane. Like that's actually for 4 dudes that don't do this full time, that's crazy. That's crazy output. Yeah, that's crazy output. I'm very proud of us. I know we text each other all the time that we're just so proud of each other and hype with the way this podcast has gone. But 3 years is crazy. 3 years is nuts. Think about who we were 3 years ago. That shit's crazy. But let's stop. Come on, man. Don't ruin the episode like that. right from the start. Let's get into the episode. Cam, how you doing, man? How was your week?
Our first episode dropped September 12th, 2022. So next week's our 3-year, 52 times 3 episodes. But technically 1 to 3 more episodes from now would be our
okay, true, so let's use that as our true. We're gonna celebrate 3 years.
I thought next week was 3 years.
Next week is 3 years, but let's set that 10K goal for our date 3 years, just to give us more time,
give us a little buffer.
Give us a little an extra month or an extra 3 weeks to get 240 subscribers. And I think we can get there. I know we can get there. We'll just continue plugging away on our socials as we have been.
Yeah, you've done a great job. I got to do better at it.
Yeah, I've like said, I haven't plugged in a while. I felt like I was getting too annoying with the frequent ads.
I understand that, but like every once in a while is a good thing for sure.
Yeah, I'll get it back. But how you doing, dude?
Yeah, my week was fine. I didn't watch a ton, didn't do a ton. It was kind of a boring week. Thursday is probably the only day like I got back in the gym this week. George went to the gym. So
fuck yeah!
If you start seeing a little bulk, like, just know.
What did we hit?
I saw this guy on TikTok. We kind of hit everything. He's got like a 3-day like you hit everything 3 days. Like I don't know. We'll try it out for a little and see if we care. But kind of hit everything. I don't work out enough to like go back and buys, chest and tries one day, legs, cardio. Like I think I'll get to the gym 3 days a week. Because it's nice, like the YMCA where we are, like, you know, it has childcare, which I'm sure most do. So, you know, my old ass, like that's a big benefit, right? Because
that's huge.
I think Emma's gonna go during the day, take the kids, and then I'll go at night and take the kids. Try to get like, man, I love kids dearly, and I can't like say how much I respect Emma for just like staying at home with them, but there's just a lot right now. They're just both. I don't know. I don't stop talking, so I understand it, but they both just don't stop talking all day long. Sutton can't talk, so she just kind of yells like random gibberish, while Bailey's trying to talk about something nonsensical. And I love them dearly, but it's like, man, there's a lot of input. Yeah. So trying to get us both like,
how much of that input do you retain daily?
Dude, it's a lot, man. Like he's so funny though. He'll just tell us stories about things that happened like 3 days earlier. I'm like, how do you remember that? Like he's starting to remember things. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So they're great. We're just trying to get some time of like, okay, how do we find a couple hours here and there to get Emma and I a little break. Obviously I have work, so you know, me less so, but Emma's with them 24/7, and then on the weekend she's with them 24/7, and you know, kids are a lot. So starting the little gym circuit. Thursday I went and played golf with my like work league.
Nice. Haven't played golf in a while.
Yeah, I sucked, but I also didn't have shoes on. Like I forgot shoes, or no, I shouldn't say that. I couldn't find my shoes. I remembered, but I was like, I'm just gonna go and play barefoot, get one with the earth. And hold
on. You played 18 barefoot or not?
9 barefoot. Yeah,
that doesn't make a difference. That's still not great.
Yeah, no, I've done it plenty before. Honestly, I didn't. Here's the thing: I shot 7 over on 9, which was not ideal. I shot 6 over on 2 par 5s. I quadded a par 5 and doubled the other par 5 because those are the only holes I hit a bad like drive into the woods and then drop and then chunk it out. The par 5s were in my head, so I played. Yeah, I quadded one and doubled the other. And then played the other 7 holes at 1 over. I was kind of money on the other ones, but yeah, the no shoes wasn't the reason, but you know, it doesn't help the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's I've been playing in because I left my golf shoes at my parents' house, and every time I go to my parents' house, I make a mental note to bring it back to my apartment, and I always fucking forget. So I think the last like 6 months of my golf career, which granted is only like 3 or 4 rounds of golf, I haven't been playing a lot. I've been playing in my Sambas, which is like just torching my ankles, like absolutely saucing.
I thought if I was in my like regular day-to-day shoes, I'd slip a bunch. Like at least when I'm barefoot, I still got the grip. But I don't know if it was the right
barefoot is crazy.
Yeah. It's all right. Getting one with the earth. Feeling the ground.
I guess.
Otherwise, not a ton going on this week. I don't know. Just kind of hanging out, working. I watched a couple movies. Emma and I have been watching a little Harry Potter on nights.
Nice. I kicked off. I was watching Goblet of Fire the other day. I watched like
I just watched
50,
that last night. Yeah,
I watched like 50 minutes of it because like I was just I wasn't in the mood to pay attention to anything, and I was like, all right, let me just put on a Harry Potter movie.
Sure.
Shit slaps.
Yeah. Yeah, big fan of Harry Potter, man. Big fan.
As you should be.
Oh, we talked. If you're not a Patreon member, like you definitely don't have to be. But if you wanted to be, we talked Headhunters this week.
Yeah.
Fun movie, man. Fun movie. Watch that. Like it's just kind of an absurd premise. And a fun movie. So like if you are a Patreon member and you haven't gone and watched that, go check out that review. It was
watch the movie first, though.
Yeah,
watch the movie
definitely
first.
Watch the movie first. And then I was like, at one point, I was like, man, maybe I should knock out a couple 2025 releases. So I watched The Legend of Ochi because it popped up on my HBO Max. Ass. Really just a boring
What is
movie.
that? The Legend of
Willem
Ochi?
Dafoe. It's like Willem Dafoe and Finn Wolfhard's in it. I'm trying to find if there's anyone else of note. Yeah, that's really about it. But basically, it's this universe where like this family, this universe has like things called Ochi, and it's basically like a small creature that they think is a killer, and so they like kill a bunch of Ochi. But then one of the young girls like discovers, oh, maybe they're not, killers. It's the general premise of it, and like befriends it, right? It's a fairly cookie cutter like story, like that kind of story has been told a million times, but do a couple different things with it. It's just boring as shit. It lost my attention multiple times. So there's like 20-minute gaps where I'm like, I realized I was scrolling TikTok because I just did not care for it. So really, really indulging in cinema, I guess. Otherwise not a ton going on.
You're really stretching yourself there.
Yeah, really, really stretching myself. Seeing the boundaries that I can hit with film. Yeah, it's kind of a boring movie. Gave it like a 40 out of 100. Wasn't all that awful, just super boring. But that's really my week. It's been simple. Haven't watched a ton. Just hanging out.
Nice. Hell yeah. Pretty much my week too. Simple. Pretty much hung out a lot. We're moving office, not me and Victoria. Like my office is moving buildings. And like our official move date is September 1st.
It's kind of fun.
So I've been working in the new office because it's been open technically all of August. So I've been working in the new office like 3 days a week, and then working in my existing office 2 days a week, just because I like the new office better. It's like it's brighter, computers and the setups are nicer. It doesn't feel like a dungeon. Our current office is so unbelievably outdated. It's the old Bear Stearns building, which was built in like the late 80s. So it's just so unbelievably outdated. So we're like, it's like crunch time. This coming week is crunch time. But last week there was a lot of like setup and prep and like tech setups going on. That was just so it like took me away from my work, which was like very annoying.
Yeah,
but that's kind of been like the work life lately, is just getting ready for this move.
It's kind of fun. When I interned at a company, like we were in like a very basic cubicle office. And then the company bought or built like a brand new office building. So like halfway through the summer, I got to move into that, and it had like a cafeteria, and it had like brand new setup, standing desks, sitting desks. You could move them around. Had like quiet rooms you could go into. I was like, it's always fun to get a little change of pace, especially if you're upgrading like equipment and stuff.
It's definitely nice. It's absolutely so. Like the current office we're in is like, it's built in a way where all of the offices line the windows.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting out on the floor, there's like no natural sunlight that reaches you.
Yeah.
And like, you don't realize how much that takes a toll on you until you've like sat in something like that for months on end. And it's unbelievable.
It's nice. Much better.
Yeah. It's like now our new office, bright, lovely. The lights are even like LED and like legitimate. It's very nice. It is, which sucks, which probably means nothing to you because you're not from New York, but it is the new office in the heart of Rockefeller Center, which is top two worst place. It's the worst place in the city besides Times Square. It's absolute chaos. Tourists constantly.
Yeah.
So loud on the avenue. There's just it's such an insane, like, I'm so overly stimulated, like, on my way to work when I have to walk through Rockefeller Center. It's actually crazy. And I don't fuck with that personally. But yeah, other than that, it's been a good week. I went to my first tennis event yesterday. So last year, it was, Carlos was there. So last year I went to a tennis tournament, not the US Open. It was like that tennis tournament before the US Open, where I was able to interview, like I posted that video of interviewing Alex Demonar, and that was the only person I interviewed. But like, that was like, I wouldn't consider that my first event because that was just like a tournament where I had a press pass, which was really cool. This was my first like event where it was like, we're not on a tennis court. It's like a nice evening celebration. Kind of whack. Like, I was a little like let down with the experience. I was there.
Can't live up to the movie event.
No, dude, I was there with another tennis creator who I've become good friends with, and he's all over the place. Like, he's much bigger than me in the tennis world, so he's been to these events all the time. And he was also kind of like, not complaining, but he was also like, sometimes I just feel like not everyone involved in these events is like truly committed. And I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, I was looking around and they were like, Carlos Alcaraz was there, and so many other, it was a Babolat event, and so many Babolat sponsored tennis players were there. And you could just really like easily tell that these players did not want to be there. Like, it is contractually obligated that they had to be there. And it was so obvious. And like that, like, negative energy was so palpable. And I was telling this guy, I was like, this is a tennis event celebrating 150 years of Babolat. You have the best tennis player in the world coming to your event. And like, this is the output, right? And I'm not, obviously, this is a very privileged take. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. Like, I'm appreciative for being invited. But like, I've been to like movie premieres for like really low budget indie films with relatively no name actors and actresses that have put on better events than this event that had the best tennis player in the world, like a generational talent. I was like a little caught off guard, right? Like, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. We were there from 6 to 7:30, and then we left and got dinner because like everyone cleared out. Carlos got there. He did like a very quick like interview for like this like podcast that was going on. That's the picture I posted on socials. And then he left. And I was like, oh, is like the night over? And like, that was kind of it. So it was very interesting event. And listen, like, again, very privileged take. I'm very grateful to have been invited. And I love that the tennis content I post is already like paying off in like those ways to get me to these cool events. But it was like a very interesting experience where I was so excited to get there. And then I get there and I'm like, oh, this is a weird, interesting little event. But yeah, beyond that, that's really it on the week.
I feel like athletes in general are just like they obviously love the sport they play, but all the events they do, they're not like promoting tennis. They're promoting some brand that just happens to like pay them, like what they use, So I don't necessarily like, I'm not entirely shocked by that. Whereas like, actors and actresses are like going because they're promoting the movie that they're in and like their performance, right? Like, you don't need Carlos Alcaraz to go somewhere and like promote his tennis, like he's playing tennis. So I guess I'm not entirely shocked by that. Just like the care of film and such is probably a lot higher from these individual people.
No, I agree. But like, Carlos is in such an, I don't know. He just recently signed a contract to continue playing with Babolat through 2030. And like, all night I was like, I can't even imagine what that contract entails in terms of like appearances, like everything that Carlos has to do. Like, it's got to be insane. Like, he like truly, like, Felix Auger-Aliassime was there, clearly just came off a tennis court, clearly did not want to be there. Sophia Kenin was there. She looked like lost the entire night. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like Carlos doesn't need to promote his tennis. Like we know what he's capable of. And he absolutely doesn't need to promote Babolat. It's one of the biggest racket brands in the world. But yeah, it was still a cool event, obviously. Very cool to be that close to Carlos. Very cool to be, like right there with Felix. I got to meet some other cool tennis creators that I've like slowly started to like chat with just from like posting more about tennis on TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, that's about it. This Victoria's at a bridal shower today, so she's not in the apartment right now. So this is like this weekend kicks off like our back half of the year wedding season, because like we had the first. We had May, June, and July, which we had 4 weddings and just bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, bridal showers, blah, blah, blah. And then we had like a month of break up until now. And now it kicks off. We have 5 more weddings for the end of the year. We're not in any of these weddings. We're not in the weddings. So like me personally, I have no bachelor parties. I have no like groomsmen commitments I have to make. So less stressful, obviously less stressful with like my wedding being gone. But yeah, it's exciting. A lot of close friends about to get married, and it's fun. But like I feel like our month of rest has concluded. And then I'll talk about more next week. But tomorrow, very exciting. I'm going to Lincoln Center. There's like an M. Night Shyamalan retrospect where he picks one of his movies and then picks a parallel movie, not a movie of his. So I'm going to see Signs and Night of the Living Dead.
What if it were like After Earth and...
Well, you could pick what day you want to go. No, well, first of all, let's talk about that, because I saw
on Hancock.
Yeah, put some respect on Hancock.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. Very, very.
I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, dude, this shit.
I probably haven't seen it in 3-4 years. Like,
what did you have it at? Like a 48 out of 100? Because I was watching your TikTok video about counting down every single movie, superhero
really
movie.
Pressed for content these days. I'm trying to get better at posting, but like, man, sometimes you don't know what to post. So I was like, this.
That's kind of. That's like low-key an infinite content glitch, because once you're done with superheroes, just move to like science fiction and then move to horror. And
I feel like I don't know if I don't know if I have good enough takes on those. My Hancock take is a good take.
Hancock's good. Hancock
when they find out they're married.
Oh. No, they're brother sister.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. See, I haven't seen it in a while.
Actually, no. Wait. No. I think you're right.
They're in love.
Yeah, I think you're right. They were married.
Okay, cool. Because I thought they were in love.
No, you're right. That's my bad. Fucked up.
Who is it? It's shoot, Jason Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman, Charlize Theron. And man, I love that movie as a kid. I haven't watched it in a while.
Absolutely,
I watched it 4 years ago.
I promise you, please watch it again. It hits so hard.
Then I'll make the entire list again. Here's every single comic book movie, but now I've rewatched Hancock. They were like, I made my list, right, and I put it all into an Excel spreadsheet because I have my numbers, and then just basically like sorted it by numbers, and a lot of things flipped. Right. And then I like saw a couple things. And I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch that for this. I want to rewatch that for this. And then I'm like, no, I'm just not going to do any of that. And we're going to keep the numbers where they are. So
might as well.
Yeah. The takes are questionable.
How many did you have?
169.
That sounds like such a high number.
And it's not even like,
is that a high number?
I think so, yeah.
Is there? There's got to be every superhero,
but I don't have like a. It gets. People are going to be like, "Oh, Old Boy's a comic book movie. The Killer's a comic book."
No,
movie. Okay,
I don't.
But they're not. Like they are, but
they're not. They're not.
Like not my comic book universe where the villain makes him have sex with his own daughter. Like not my comic book universe. That's crazy,
dude. That's a wild shout.
The whole premise of Old Boy.
All right, I found a list on Letterboxd that says every superhero movie, and there's 383 movies on this list, and I've seen 158. So actually, it's not, dude. That seems like such a crazy high number.
What is it?
It's called Every Superhero Movie. A list by Joshua Gregory.
Let's see. Yep, I found it. I've seen 173.
That's crazy.
So like I don't have Megamind on my list. I don't have Thunder Force on my list. those are a couple I can already tell you.
Yeah, like I'm forgetting like Brightburn. I'm forgetting about all of like the like Death in the Family. I'm forgetting about.
I don't have Disney's Flora and Ulysses from 3 years ago. Like I ain't counting these. These are not AI generated movies, man.
NPC films.
My goal was to have every theatrically released like comic book superhero movie. Like Secret Headquarters, the Owen Wilson and Walter Scobell movie. That's not
no, that's a fake
movie. I think the only ones I truly missed, I definitely have not seen The Crows. And I know those are like truly
never see them
movies, so I've missed that. But Avengers Grimm, Time Wars, like that's nothing. I'm not
it's not a real movie.
I mean, Avengers, like I feel like Avengers is patented. Like, could you use that in your title? But
I think so. Isn't there a new movie coming out with what's his face? Peter Dinklage.
Toxic What's Avenger. It called?
The Toxic Avenger.
But that's just Avenger. Like Avenger is a word. The Avengers. I feel maybe it's the Avengers. That's
Avengers is Avengers.
Oh, copyright. Toxic Avenger is like a remake. Like this is the Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie from 1989. These aren't real. These are not real movies.
There's a lot of fake movies on Letterboxd.
I do have the Green Hornet on there. Oh, but 1940s Green Hornet I don't have. So yeah, I definitely.
Who's making a Green Hornet movie in the 1940s?
Oh man,
what the fuck?
This dude do be keeping up with this list though, because he's got all of this year's stuff. Watchmen Chapter 2 from from last year.
I respect that. I respect that heavy.
I didn't know there was like a Watchmen movie. How long is this? Maybe these all. It's got 7 fans. It's 89 minutes long.
Oh, you're not talking about Zack Snyder's masterpiece?
No, I like Zack Snyder's masterpiece. Zack Snyder's masterpiece I've seen, and it has not been named yet, George. Keep an eye
on your list?
Yeah.
Or just right now?
On my list. We're in the top 70-ish. Yeah.
Your number one. Wait. Your number one Zack Snyder films in the top 70? Or you're getting to?
No, I haven't said Zack Snyder's Justice League yet. I haven't said Watchmen yet. I'm just saying, like, it's still up in the air where it could land. I am gonna do the math at the end of it. Like, obviously, I could do 169 movies in this list combined, multiplied by the time, like to see how many times I've watched them. But like, I've seen Across the Spider-Verse 14 times. So I'm like, I want to add them all up on like their multiplication. But again, that's gonna be an Excel output grind of like how many.
Yeah, I just logged Across the Spider-Verse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th time.
You're at 12?
12.
You're kind of a rewatch guy. I feel like
I'm a big in fairness, on the 21st, if you look at my diary, I logged Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and Transformers. That's because over the last, like I said this on last week's podcast, if you listened, before you joined though, so you didn't listen. Over the last like 3 weeks, I've been doing a lot of cardio at the gym, and I've been throwing movies on. So I
always throw movies on.
Yeah. So, but like I watch them like not in order. Like I probably like day 1 of cardio, I watched like 40 minutes of Into the Spider-Verse.
I still count that. If you make it from start to finish,
no. I made it all from start to finish, but like it was like 40 minutes of Into. It's not like the next day I would do the next 40 minutes of Into. It was like I would do the first 40 minutes of Transformers. So like over the last 3 weeks, I was like watching 3 movies.
Watch it in 3 parts.
In like 6 parts. What else have I been watching? Let me get
your number one is the Batman at 15
Batman.
times. So I gotta get Across the Spider-Verse logged one more time so we can go like across for the Batman. Bar for bar. Watch for watch with our slop.
30 combined watches for 2 films between 2 people is crazy.
In how long have you had Letterboxd? You've had it longer than me.
2022 is one, maybe.
I think I basically I'm on my like 3-year anniversary almost of because I basically started it when the podcast started, because before that I was an Excel guy for so long.
Yeah, you were the Excel guy for a while. You were the Excel guy through like a couple episodes of the pod.
I know. Yeah, I really tried to stay away. It was just the convenience of Letterboxd will always be unmatched. Just having it on your phone ready to go, like that will always be unmatched. But I am still so pro. Because I had it used to be so easy to make content because I had my Excel file like lined up by genre. I put universe in there for like comic book movies. Like I had that going for a little, and then like your numbers are right there, so you just like sort like highest to lowest kind of thing. And it's just
that's the biggest reason why Excel is perfect for you, because you do the 100-point scale.
I know, yeah.
Like, you know how impossible it would be for someone to just sort 5 stars and like try to rearrange like every 5 star.
That's the hard part. Yeah, because that's when people are like, "How do you know?" Like this is better than that, and it's like it's a lot easier on the 100 scale when I'm just throwing a number at it, and if I think one's better, I'll flip the numbers maybe or something. Like it's just, but when I'm looking at 10 5 stars, I'm like, all right, maybe this is better, maybe this isn't. I don't know, But if I see the other number, I'm like, yeah, I'll just put it in that order. I'm not gonna overthink myself.
Dude, that logic is so funny. That is the craziest logic out there. I'll just flip the numbers.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all arbitrary. It's all fake.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, it's all fake. It's all fake. Just quantify movies. Okay. What have I been watching this week? Pretty decent amount, actually. I watched Bring It On. I had told Victoria I had never watched Bring It On, and the way she reacted, you would have thought I committed vehicular manslaughter. So we watched Bring It On. Ended up being a fun movie, cute little movie. Kirsten Dunst, all-time actress. Love seeing her in pretty much anything. A nice little cheerleading rivalry movie going on. Pretty, pretty fun. Directed by the GOAT, Peyton Reed. So this is like legitimately probably Peyton Reed's best movie. So good on him for going downhill after Bring It On. I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Victoria was she wasn't out one night, but she wasn't feeling great, so she was in bed and I was on the couch. So I was like, all right, cool, Victoria's not around, let me throw on a horror movie while I can. I'm obviously not going to make her watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so I have the TV to myself, so let me throw that on. Ton of fun. Like it was so much like, I don't know why I went into a movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space expecting like some serious horror movie. But like, there's one scene where like one of these clowns is like looking at a dude straight in the face and just punches his head off. And it's very funny. It's a very funny movie. Like genuinely, it really is a funny movie. Ne Zha 2, I'll talk about in a little bit. I watched the Jeff Buckley documentary, It's Never Over. Just a heart, like it's a beautiful documentary. It really is, because there's a lot of there's a lot of interviews with his mom and with his 2 ex-girlfriends, and it's a beautiful firsthand account of this artist, this legendary artist who passed away way too young at 31, I believe he was 30 or 31. Documentary is like a chronicle of his life, kind of starts from adolescence, talks about his relationship with his father, his relationship with his mother, his relationship with his first girlfriend, second girlfriend. It talks about like his writing process and his inspiration for Grace, his only album. And then it goes into like his mental health struggles after Grace releases, and Grace like blows up, obviously becomes one of the most highly regarded albums of all time. There was this insane, there were 2 moments in this documentary that like absolutely, like I was with my buddy who also loves Jeff Buckley. And there was 2 moments in this documentary. One of them was a newspaper snippet of a David Bowie quote. Now, keep in mind, 1995, David Bowie, already one of the greatest to ever do it. And he basically said, Jeff Buckley's Grace is the greatest album I've ever heard in my entire life. And me and Matt, who I was with, we looked at each other immediately like, that's the craziest praise you could ever receive. And then another insane moment of this documentary, which I absolutely loved, is Radiohead went to see Jeff Buckley live in concert. And after his performance, they immediately went to the studio to start writing music, because they were just so like taken aback by like what this man was doing on stage and the music he was producing. But yeah, Grace is just unbelievable. The documentary like really taps into like his like mental health towards the end of his career and like why he was like just absolutely collapsing under the pressure and like yes, like I would too. Like you drop your debut album, it's almost immediately regarded as the greatest album of all time. He starts to question himself. Is it a fluke? Am I really that good? Can I do it again? There's so much pressure from the studio and from his fans to drop a second album. So it's just really, really sad, really heartbreaking. Towards the end of the documentary, I mean, not really. Spoiler alert, not really a spoiler. It's a documentary. But towards the end of the documentary, there was like a voicemail recording from Jeff to his mom that they played not long before he passed away, and it was just like it was so sad, man. But they play all of his songs in the documentary, and after the credits roll, there's an end credit scene, which is just three.
He will return in Avengers.
Yeah, stop.
Sorry,
that's crazy.
Real life person.
It's three never before seen live performances, and like I was sitting there, man, I was tearing up, I was clapping. Like the album Grace itself, like it's such an important album to me. It's an important album just in general. It's an album that just took rock to like that next generation. It's this insane concept album chronicling 27 years of Jeff Buckley's life in a very intimate and very like really haunting way, and it's a very relatable album, and it's so beautiful in its writing, but it's also beautiful in Jeff's vocal performances. Like his voice is just unfucking believable. His range, his expression, he's so raw, he's so explosive, and it's like you listen to songs like Eternal Life and Lover You Should Have Come Over, and it's like, yeah, I'm very aware that I'm listening to what could possibly be considered the greatest song of all time. Like it's absolutely insane. I love Grace so much. I'm a big fan of genre blending in music. I know we don't talk about music a lot, so I'm sure people don't know this about like my music journey, but I'm a big fan of genre blending in music. This is why I'm a big fan of like Billie Eilish nowadays, Kendrick Lamar nowadays, because there are these artists that take rock and jazz and blues and R&B and soul and funk, and they put it all together, and it sounds awesome and it sounds beautiful. And Jeff Buckley's Grace is that exact album. I mean, he's mostly like rock and folk and jazz. He's obviously not tapping into like hip hop and R&B. But I love a good blend of genres, and I love this album so much. I've been listening to it on repeat for the last couple of years, but like particularly this week, it's just been the only thing that has been in my ear. But unbelievable album. I obviously highly recommend. What else did I watch? I watched.
If you sorry, I didn't want to cut you
off.
No, go talking it. Because you were very passionate about it. But if you like genre blending, what do you think of Big X the Plug's recent album, his country album that just came out yesterday?
I have not listened to Big X the Plug's.
He just came out with a country rap album and then got arrested yesterday for firearm and drug possession.
Come on, man. So,
yeah, right.
Oh my God. I think the only Big X the Plug album I've ever actually listened to is The Biggest.
Yeah, that's fair. I listened to a couple of the songs on the way home.
Because is The Biggest the album with what's his like famous song?
I can't say I'm a Big X the Plug knowledge.
No, it's like I'm back on my bullshit or whatever that song is.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the only I don't listen to Big. I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to fucking Big X the Plug. That's not my kind of music.
Yeah. Well,
but
he just had a country rap album. And they got arrested that day.
Crazy. We should tap into more music
Big
reviews
X.
on this.
Yeah.
No, not Big X. Just music in general. I watched Shelby Oaks, Chris Stuckman's.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Where's that?
Yeah. It was a screen. It was a screener that was sent to me.
Yeah, cool. How was it?
It was good. Like genuinely, like it was very debut, and like that's not like in a derogatory way, but like you could clearly tell like he's very inspired. He very clearly loves movies like The Blair Witch Project and Hereditary. He very clearly has a little bit of maybe Robert Eggers inspiration with a little bit of folklore here and there. But it is very debut-y, where like there's more to come from Chris Stuckman, and like this is a great debut project. It's a great debut directorial outing, but you could still tell he's like still trying to find his footing. He's very guided by inspiration right now, and like maybe his movie doesn't have a lot of like Chris Stuckman specific what's the word I'm trying, it's maybe not like authentic Chris Stuckman. It is very inspiration driven, which is not a bad thing, but it was definitely a good movie. Watched that one with Victoria, actually. Very scary, like genuinely some really scary, tense, creepy moments. I love the story. First like 20 minutes of this movie are so good, like genuinely so good. Like I was so tapped in, I was so locked in. I love the found footage stuff. It's not technically found footage. It's like people are watching tapes that they like. The movie is not found footage, but like the movie revolves a lot around this one character watching tapes of her sister that her sister had made before her sister disappeared. And the first 20 minutes, I was like, wow, this is really fucking good. Like, I love the way, like, it is kind of like an exposition dump, but I love the way they're throwing all this information at me. I love the found footage style of filmmaking. I love like the creepy environments that you're taking me to. I love the idea that like the girl who is, this isn't a spoiler, it's in the trailer, just clearing that up. But I love the idea that like the girl that is taken and the girl that is like trying to be found in this movie, she was like a paranormal investigator. I think that always adds like a very creepy like aura to a film. So like, yeah, good debut, genuinely a good debut. I had a really good time with it. And then Victoria and I watched this movie called Crossroads, which is a movie from 2002, starring Britney Spears, Zoe Saldana, and Taryn Manning. Right? This was 2 days ago, right? We're sitting down. It's late at this point. Like we had things going on after work. So we didn't start a movie until like 9:00, and we were both just kind of like, okay, let's just find like a nice like teenage comedy that we could just throw on and have a good time with, right? So Victoria on her phone in her notes app has like a running list of like a bunch of movies that she wants to watch with me. And Crossroads came up. So I go to the Crossroads letterbox page and I see Britney Spears. I see the synopsis, which basically just says, 3 childhood best friends go on a road trip in their later teenage years and rediscover their friendships. The movie is essentially about 3 kids who were best friends at like the age of 8. They grew apart, and at the age of 18, after graduating high school, they go on a road trip together. So I was like, okay, great. Like, that's going to be a fun movie. Britney Spears is great. Play me some of her songs, whatever. This was one of the heaviest movies I've watched in a long time. We are dealing with addiction, teen pregnancy, rape, an abusive father, a mother who left her daughter when her daughter was 3 years old. We are dealing with adultery. We are dealing with, did I say abusive father? I think I said abusive father. We are dealing with substance abuse. It like genuinely, like the first like 20 minutes, the first like 10 minutes of this movie, 15 minutes of this movie is you see these 3 8-year-olds. They are putting together a time capsule with some shit from when they were 8 years old. And then the scene cuts to high school graduation, and they're like not friends anymore. They're kind of like enemies, but they all still come back to like dig up that time capsule. And I was like, okay, like this is funny, cool little banter back and forth. And then like every so often, just like a crazy conversation would happen where they're talking about rape, where they're talking about substance abuse, an abusive father. And I looked at Victoria and I was like, I thought we were watching like a lighthearted comedy. Like I didn't expect to like be on the verge of tears right now. Like this movie, like even talking about like people who like thought they would be in each other's lives forever, like separation of friends. Like I wrote in my letterbox review, like everyone has drifted away from someone they thought would be in their lives forever. And like even that part of the movie was like touching me because like, you know, I have high school friends I thought would be in my life forever that like weren't even at my wedding. So I was like, shit, like this is a heavy ass movie, but it was a very good movie. Let me make that clear. It was a very good movie, but I went into it expecting like a lighthearted comedy, and I ended up getting like this crazy like experience through the eyes of teenage girls that are just experiencing like everything that could possibly go wrong in life. Like I said, teen pregnancy, rape, substance abuse, an abusive father, a mother who walked out on her daughter at the age of 3 years old. Like wild movie. But good movie, very good movie, very heartfelt, very, very sad movie. Just not the movie I expected. But all right, let me yap about Ne Zha real quick before we get into like the bulk of our episode. So
can I request? Can you yap Ne Zha at the end and then like Tyler cut it back or something?
Yeah, just let's do that.
We started late, so I'm you know me. I'm trying to get every minute we can. Sorry, I appreciate y'all working around me 90% of the time.
That's all right. What do you want to do first? You want to
talk Peacemaker real quick?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Peacemaker. Fuck. I completely forgot.
Are we throwing spoilers up? Like, let's just do a whole spoiler thing.
Let's just do, I'm throwing spoilers up. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't deal with any more comments on our fucking posts.
I think this one can just be all spoilers. Like, if you haven't seen Peacemaker, if you don't want to hear about Peacemaker, skip ahead.
Yeah.
Tyler is very, very incredible about putting timestamps in. So just skip ahead. If you're on Apple or Spotify, you see the timestamps, and then YouTube's great because like you just scroll past the Peacemaker talk.
Yep.
All right, Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker season 2 episode. Yeah, let's start there. What'd you think of the opening credits?
Not as good as
not as good.
Do you really want to taste it? Like I rewatched the first season of Peacemaker because to be honest, 3 years ago I knew the general plot, right? But I didn't really remember exactly what happened. It was one of those opening themes that like when I first watched it, I'm like, what are we doing? This is so dumb. And then like when I first watched it 3 years ago or so, but then like after each episode, I'd be like, man, I can't not watch that. And then when I went back and rewatched it, like I watched it every single time. It's so good. Like the stupid dancing and then the song and playing is perfect. So maybe this one grows on me, but definitely didn't strike gold twice, I'll say.
Yeah,
because like
there's a lot going on in this one. Like every character is in this.
A lot of characters are in the first one though. If you rewatch it, it's like every character from the first
I gotta rewatch it.
But like they're smaller parts for sure.
Yeah.
But I will say like there's more. For one, there's just more characters in season 2, it appears. So like that obviously is a thing. And for 2, it's a less exciting song. The dance is pretty similar, like they're just doing goofy dance, right? But like he took a real shot with that opening title card in the first season. And I feel like it's hard to strike gold twice with that one. You knew it was going to be something similar, but like it's just you can't recreate that magic.
No, it was. Yeah,
because I forget what song he uses, but like the first one is just so good, so
fun. Well, the biggest part of this, I mean, not the biggest part of this episode, but like, what did you think about them retconning the Justice League?
What did you like? I'm not
a hater.
I'm not talking you. I am deep in like Snyderverse and like Gunverse Twitter right now, and it's genuinely a mental illness. Like, if you care this much, you have a mental illness. Like, you not even like that. You can love the movies, but if you genuinely care to the point that you're like, I hate this other universe because of it, like it's a problem in your head. Like they're fictional characters. None of this is real. That's my one takeaway is like I am heavy into like the comic verse Twitters, and it's a lot, dude. It's too much for me. My thought is like. First thought is like I don't know if I consider Superman and especially Supergirl in the Justice Gang, you know, like that was kind of odd. That kind of just felt like, okay, we just need to do something. I don't know why you don't just do like Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and then maybe you also add in Metamorpho. I'm sure you could have gotten Anthony Kerrigan back for Metamorpho for this, But yeah, I think you just do those 4. That was kind of weird. Otherwise, I like how they retconned it. Like, I like that they're like, okay, season 1 still happened. We're just going to change this small thing because, again, that's like the biggest, like, hey, this is the DCEU. And also, like, people are like, so they're just complete like this again. This is comic Twitter, like Snyderverse crazy people. Gunn has crazy people too. Don't get me wrong. But like they're like, oh, so the DCEU never happened now? No, that's the whole point. Like the whole point is that like this is a new universe. Yeah. It's pulling a couple things because James Gunn works on those projects and wants those characters in. And they're like, oh, this is just the Gunverse now. Yeah. It's the same as the MCU's the Feige verse. Like they get the decision at the end of the day. So I don't know.
I really thought when they did the thing in the beginning with like the Peacemaker season 1 recap and like they showed like Nathan Fillion and Isabella Merced. And now I'm skipping ahead a little bit. When Peacemaker was in alternate universe Peacemaker, I really thought we were going to see like a newspaper snippet on that wall of like Henry Cavill's Superman and like that be the explanation, be like, okay, it's just a different universe. Like we're playing in a different field right now. Like that's what I thought. That's the road like I thought we were going to go down. Obviously didn't happen. It's just a complete like reset. But yeah, I think that was like the funniest way you could have possibly just retcon the entire Snyderverse. Just replace that one scene. Like to a point where like I found it so funny in like a complimentary way that I genuinely think when James Gunn was filming that scene in season 1 with Aquaman and the Flash, I think at that point of filming, he knew exactly what he was going to do. He was like, this is going to be the easiest way to just completely erase just to tell my audience, this is not the Snyderverse anymore. This is exactly what I'm going to do. And I was like, that he's a genius. He's kind of a genius for that, honestly. Like it was funny. But yeah, the episode was fine, essentially. So Peacemaker, the episode starts with Peacemaker taking out Eagly, but he takes him to, what's it called?
The chamber? Him in like the pocket dimension where his dad had all of
the quantum chamber, where
had all of his suits and such.
Yep. Where like the other universe of Peacemaker, I'm assuming every other universe exists in that quantum chamber. Like that's
a lot of them. Yeah, sure.
It's an infinite space.
It's exactly. Which he does explain, like he does say that in the first season. So I'm like, oh, that worked out real well for you, like just to do. Maybe he had maybe the entire time he had plans to do multiverse in Peacemaker, whether Snyderverse or Gunverse, whether it doesn't matter, but like, it worked out well.
I'm gonna be honest, I missed every single Peacemaker season 2 trailer, but Alex took me to the Peacemaker event, and I was like as we were sitting down getting ready to watch it, I was like, I don't even know, like, when does this take place? Like, I don't even know what we're talking about here. And Alex was like, yeah, it's like right after season 1, and it's the multiverse. And I was like, what do you mean the multiverse?
Yeah,
like,
so you definitely missed the trailers because that shot of Peacemaker almost shooting Peacemaker, like holding the gun.
That was in the trailers?
That was like a big part of the trailers. Because what I thought it was going to be is just, okay, Peacemaker's in a different universe, and now he's going to go to the DCU, like Superman Gun universe. So they retconned it differently than I expected. But like I think so you did miss the trailers.
I had to have missed all the trailers.
Yeah, that was pretty on the nose because the Peacemaker versus Peacemaker was like big in the trailers of who the fuck are you or whatever, like that line. But are we running through the episode or just talking like random points?
Yeah, we could just talk random points.
I think this was a good start. I also I can't say like after my camera is doing the thing. I can't say like after Peacemaker season 1, episode 1, I was like, this is great. This is awesome. This is what I want. After episode 1, I was like, that's fun.
It caught fire towards like the back half.
I told a coworker that who's watching it right now. I was like, episode 4 on where like the Myrn and Butterfly story like starts to evolve, like it becomes really, really great. And it's such low-hanging fruit to do. Like it's not low-hanging fruit at this point because I just feel like every story's ever been told, but it's such low-hanging fruit to do like this character that's overly zealous and overly like happy all the time with people is clearly very depressed because like he hates himself and like that's why he does a lot of the shitty things he does. Like that's easy. That's like, you know, to a T, you can do that in 90% of the stories and like but it works really well. Do I think John Cena is like one of the best actors ever? By no means. But do I think he's really good at doing
he's so good at Peacemaker.
At doing this character? Yeah, he is. It's like he does the charming jackass that's really an asshole to everyone. But then when he's alone, he's super like he does that very well.
Every time he says, like I swore to protect peace, no matter how many men, women, or children I have to kill to get it. Like every time he says that, I'm like, I cannot envision anyone else saying that particular like Peacemaker catchphrase better than John Cena. Like it's getting to the point where between the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker season 1, if like Peacemaker season 2 is good, and if John Cena has like some really awesome moments to like shine, I'm gonna throw him in like the Charlie Cox RDJ conversation of like best comic book.
He's like really good at that character.
He's just so good. No, but he's so good at this very particular character.
Yes,
like it's crazy. Like he's so unbelievably good. What did you think of the 5-minute orgy?
I think I knew it was happening as soon as you said like there's a scene that's absolutely jarring or something. Like I was like, they put an orgy into this movie.
It went so long.
I appreciate like one thing I appreciate is I think like your character becomes too weird if your character does imparts in the orgy, right? Like I think that would have been too much. I like that this was like it was just going depressing on moment for him where he's like just doing a bunch of drugs and just sitting there in the middle of it. And it's like it's one of those things where like it's showing him, but right next to him, these two people are fucking, and you're like,
dude, like, and you're seeing shit like,
like this is
like
not
if you removed John Cena from that very particular scene, like that would be on Pornhub, like it would be a legitimate like X-rated short film.
It was crazy. Like there was
went on so long.
A lot of genitalia in this entire thing from everyone. And it was like, it was a lot. It's one of those things where I give so much credit to what I believe James Gunn will do and has kind of already proven me right of like, you'll do a connected universe of R-rated, PG, PG-13, like, but it does get into the issue of like, okay, Bailey can't watch this when he's 12. He can see Superman, but he can't watch this. So how much can you really connect it? It does get into that gray area, right? Where like Marvel is, you know, always PG-13. You know what you're going to get. You might get Chris Pratt dropping an F-bomb, but you're not going to get an orgy, right?
Once every 37
movies. Or 37.
It's very like DC animated universe, you know, where you have like the Flashpoint paradox, which is like a little more fun, but a little more like grounded. And then you have like the Dark Knight Returns Part 2 in particular, which is like that's a dark Batman film. And then you have like, you know, Teen Titans, which is very much more like, okay, this is something like my 8-year-old son could, Teen Titans, like Trouble in Tokyo, like something like my fucking 8-year-old son could watch or something.
Yeah.
Like
so
it's very
I like that, but it is hard to like say, okay, we're gonna super connect Peacemaker to all of this, right? Like I don't know. So we'll see what they do with it. You know, we'll see where they go. But it's got how many episodes does like a Rotten Tomatoes critic get? Or because the reviews dropped after the first episode. So is the first episode getting 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, or is it like the whole series? Okay, so that's kind of lame.
No way. I see what you're asking.
Like they say Peacemaker opens with a 97. Yeah, it opened at 100. Like is that just the first episode? Because like the first episode, I feel like it's hard to make something that you're like, this is amazing. I need more, but it's also hard to be like, okay, this is pure shit. I'm not going to watch any more episodes. Like after the first episode of anything, I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. Before, but getting into the multiverse, like he finds a multiverse where he's happy, his brother is still alive, played by Roy from The Office, who I can't see in anything and not think of that.
No, never.
And then his dad's not an asshole. I think what the reveal is, they're all going to be racist. Like I have a feeling that like maybe this character is like racist in every universe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but he's got like a blue dragon suit. So I don't know if that's like maybe he's like a Democrat in this universe or something. Like whereas last season he was a Republican. So I don't know. But we'll see where that goes. But obviously, like the big twist is that he kills the Peacemaker of the other universe. You get caught up with Harcourt, Adebayo. Help me out. What's the other guy's name? Harcourt and Adebayo, and then who's the third guy? Shit. I mean Vigilante, and then there's the
I feel bad. No, hold on.
He's the loser in the show, and now I can't remember his name either.
Why can't I find the cast list?
Yeah.
Wow, we are assholes for sure.
This is bad.
Yeah, this is bad. Steve is John Economos. John Economos.
Steve Aggie. John Economos. Yeah, my bad.
No, we can't. But we don't know him from anything else.
Yeah, no. But you get caught up with the gang. They're fine. They're kind of doing their thing, like kind of dealing with the fallout of Waller getting thrown under the bus, and then you kind of deal with that in Creature Commandos if you watch that. Where now they're not using, which is just Suicide Squad like 2, basically. Yeah. They're not using people, they're using creatures as their task force M. So yeah, you do hear about like basically every time he opens his portal to the multiverse, you hear like it's like what Luthor did in Superman. So like already connecting a little bit, which is fun.
Yeah. Do you think that they'll like? Me personally, I was a little and again, like I was surprised in a good way where I was like, oh, okay, I like this. I was surprised that they like very quickly connected Superman to Peacemaker season 2. Like you see him auditioning for the Justice Gang. You see Nathan Fillion and Isabella Merced. Like I didn't think that they were going to tie the 2 movies in with characters that quickly. Do you think that's the end?
That was in the trailer as well.
Was it? Okay.
You're missing this. That's okay. That's okay.
There's just no way I missed this. Like, how did I miss this trailer?
Yeah, it's a valid question.
Okay, but do the trailers show any more?
They just show that like that meeting. I don't know. I'm sure they do. Okay. I just can't remember exactly. They didn't show that his brother was alive. They didn't show his dad. Like they just showed Peacemaker versus Peacemaker in the multiverse. I know that. But yeah, you're going to deal with a lot of grief and a lot of loss of like his father and his brother and how he deals with that, I'm sure. But I agree with you though. I like how they tie it in a little bit. And they have the like same news anchor that interviews Peacemaker in the Superman movie. So yeah, they tie it in a lot. I like the episode. Again, first episode, I'm never going to be like, this is going to be the best season of television ever. I need to see where it goes a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the same humor, same stuff as Peacemaker season 1. A couple things like the orgy is a little on the end of like, wow, we really doing this. Like frankly, I like James Gunn. He's a volume shooter with jokes, just as I am. So I can't blame the guy. But like some of the jokes I didn't think really any of the jokes like with the Justice Gang hit in my opinion.
I thought that was a funny conversation where they were like, can you hear me now?
Oh, that part I don't disagree. The like the butt comment and like the popcorn joke.
Yeah,
like,
those I don't care.
But yeah, it's fine. But like
what did he say? He was like, oh shit. Did that woman hear me comment on her camel toe 45 times?
But I think it's funny when Peacemaker's like, you guys kept talking about your butts. Like John Cena does that really well. I thought that was funny. But yeah, the like actual conversation I didn't find as humorous. But again, he's a volume shooter, especially in a comedy show. You're gonna throw out a bunch of jokes. But yeah, good episode.
Yeah, good episode. I'm excited. We you and I both pretty highly regard Peacemaker season 1, so there's no reason for us not to be excited. But all right, we'll move on from Peacemaker. What do you want to do first, tier list or overrated films?
Want to do overrated films?
Yeah, let's do overrated films. All right. 5 most overrated films of the decade. I have a list of 6, so I'm going to say all 6. If you have 5, that's fine. I don't know which one to. Actually, I have 5. I don't need to include this one because I actually rate this one pretty highly. Not highly, but not low enough to where I think it's like crazy overrated. But this is of the decade, 2020s to now. We didn't really set like a parameter.
I don't have them in like. I don't have.
Yeah, I don't have them ranked. I have these in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So mine are coming in alphabetical order. We could just go 1, 1, 1, 1. Just go 10 movies straight, but we're going 5 underrated movies by Cam Walsh, 27, and Movies and Stuff, 14. Cam, what is your first? Are you going alphabetical order too?
No, I'm going in list order of what I think of them. Just
okay.
Because honestly, I don't have that many hot takes. Like I'm not.
I was gonna say I was looking through like my films that I've watched and rated this decade. Like I don't have like that many. Like I think these movies are wild. Like my list was so much shorter than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So first one I'm gonna throw out is Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know people's like troop. It's got a 3.5 on Letterboxd. Like that's fairly high. I was in on it on the first watch. Like rewatching this movie is brutal. The jokes don't hit. The CGI is rough. The action's fine in there some points. But like the thing that saves this thing for me, like from being like pure crap, is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is really good, and he has like those. He's got like 3 moments that they actually let him like act and stuff, and he's pretty good in them. But the rest, it just I was high on it when I first watched it, and now just it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that was close to being on my list. Obviously, I think it's wildly overrated, but I feel like you said, I feel like most people have lowered their standards towards that movie since its release. So I was like, all right, it's not as highly rated anymore as it was when like people were just leaving the theater. We'll go in alphabetical order. So, I mean, everyone could probably guess my first film on this list. It is Challengers. Yeah, it was coming. It was obviously coming. I'm not going to harp too much on it. I am due for a rewatch, I will say. But yeah, this is the most like everyone needs to calm down about this movie. It's so unbelievably nothing. It just does not deserve the insane praise it's getting.
Yeah.
But if you want to,
I like it, but
yeah, I know you like it. I know you like it, but it's whatever. It's like, to me, it's such a nothing movie. But that is my first thing. I like doing alphabetical order. Just get that one out of the way. What's your second movie?
This one might bum you out. It's a movie you have a 4.5. It's a 3.7 Letterboxd average. Nosferatu from last year.
Okay,
didn't hate all of it.
Yeah.
And really loved Lily Rose Depp. I think she was fantastic. But like some things just didn't work for me. It was Bram Stoker's Dracula, but worse. Willem Dafoe I didn't love, and I normally love him. Nicholas Holt's character kind of stunk. It's beautifully shot. The costume design's great. Lily Rose Depp's great. I just didn't love a lot of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, sad to hear that. Obviously, one of my top 5 of last year for me. Top 5, top 4 maybe. Dune, Furiosa, Nosferatu. I think that was my top 3. But yeah, that's a great movie. Sad to hear that, but I know you're not a horror guy. My next most overrated film of the decade is David Cronenberg's Crimes of the Future. I thought this had a way higher average rating than a 3.3, so I don't know if this deserves to be on this list. But I know
it's going to be a 3 when I get on a 3.3 average, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, there were other films I could have slid in this list of most overrated films, but I think Crimes of the Future was like recently on my mind because I saw someone tweet about it, and in a way that was like, this is one of the best films of the decade, and I was like, hey, is it? It's not good at all. So I threw Crimes of the Future. I think if for the problem, it's like you have Viggo Mortensen and Lea Seydoux and Kristen Stewart. And I remember very clearly walking out of the theater thinking like that was it. Like that wasn't that very good. But yeah, that's my second film on my list.
My next film is a 3.1 average, so not like super high. But of my friends, and I guess I could look up like my friends if I'm on. Let me see my friends average on the old desktop, because I know that one's definitely higher. How do you do your friends?
You can only do it on the app on your phone.
It's only on the app. Okay, even better. Then I was already there. My bad. How? I'm going crazy. I don't know what to do right now. I'm going crazy. Got it. 3.8 average, my friends. You give it a 5. Alex gives it a 5. Doug and Sydney give it a 5.
Oh, don't say Malignant.
It's Malignant.
No, boo.
Malignant. It's just, I didn't like it. Didn't care for it. Wasn't scared at all. Didn't think the horror was any good. Didn't think it was fun enough to have a good time. I just didn't like Malignant.
The twist in Malignant is like, that's like I Am Your Father level twist in cinema. Like that is so fucking good, man. First time I saw that movie, I was freaking out. Damn, I had a feeling that one was coming though. I know like you don't love it. My third film on my list, a recent 2025 release, Ari Aster's Eddington. This is a movie that just went in one ear, out the other for me. I know a lot of my friends keep saying, like, I think about Eddington every single day. And I'm like, why are you thinking about this movie?
Why are you doing that?
Like, why are you thinking about a COVID era American politics film every single day? Like, is that how boring your mind is right now? But yeah, I didn't care for this movie. I think this is just a lot of like point and show and tell about COVID era America in a way that's very much like, hey, remember when you lived through this part? With nothing like of value to say. Literally every single one of my mutuals is just like so high on this. I think it's performative, but that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, I didn't love that. I actually very much didn't love Eddington. But yeah, that's my third film on my list.
All right, this it's a 2.5, but I just the people I talk to frequently like it a lot, so I guess I won't go with that. A movie I give a 3, and it's got like a 3.5 or 3.3 average. So I gotta go find it now because I already.
It's not overrated at all.
I know, but give me a sec. I gotta find it because I had my reasoning. I'm just scrolling my thing, and I think you give it a 4.5.
Damn,
let me go confirm. I think you give it a 4.5, brother. Oh no. Okay.
Damn, you were the chosen one.
I'm gonna go with. I'm still gonna pick it because like I had it on my list and didn't really realize that you didn't love it as much as you did. Gladiator 2. Actually, I might change my answer because
what did I give that? 3.5, I think.
Yeah, you gave it a 3.5. I thought you were 4.5. I'm changing my answer though. I'm doing Mickey 17 from this year. That's got a 3.7 average. I give it a 3. But like Seth has it a 4.5, I think, or a 4. A couple people I follow have it at 4.5, like Kevin Meeks. But bunch of people have it at 4. I just didn't love it as much as my friends. But I think it's a fine movie. Just didn't care for majority of it, and I was so excited for it. Like I wanted a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean that was my most anticipated movie of the year, and I think I ended on 3.5. But
so maybe more disappointing than overrated.
But... yeah, like I still think it's a good movie, but definitely that's probably like if at the end of the year when I do like my list of like most disappointing movies, like that's probably going to be number 1, even though I liked the film. But like that was such a I was fully prepared to just auto 5-star on Mickey 17. And that's obviously not the case. Next film on my list. What is the average rating? Give me a sec. It's a film I give a 3. Average rating 3.9. So high. Alex 5 stars. Cam Walsh 5 stars.
Really?
Sammy 4.5. Mia Khalifa 5 stars.
Superman,
yeah.
I'm at 4.5 now.
Yeah, either way, that's crazy
fine.
high. That's crazy high for Superman. Yeah, I mean, not much more needs to be said. Yeah, that was the Superman and Challengers were probably like the expected two on this list. Deadpool and Wolverine was probably another expected one, but I just chose to leave it off. But yeah, another one that's gonna like fall in like that Mickey 17 category of just like biggest disappointments of the year, because like I give it a 3 stars. I definitely didn't hate my time with it. But like I haven't thought about this movie literally up until today, up until I started making that list.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fair.
Until we started talking Peacemaker, fair. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
I know. You're killing me.
I want to rewatch it. It's out on digital. I'm gonna rewatch it.
Okay. 2 3.5s for me. Movies that have a 4 average rating. So I'm not super low on them by any means, but they're Oscar loved. So for that reason, I'm going to say they're overrated. The Brutalist and Poor Things. I'm putting them both as my number 5. Think they're both perfectly fine movies. Adrian Brody should not have won that Oscar. That's my take of the day. He was he was fine. Yeah. He was fine. He was not mediocre, but he was fine. And Emma Stone, I do think should have won the Oscar. Like, I think she was great, but the rest of the movie, visually, again, very good looking. Just didn't think it was like the best movie I've ever seen. Again, just these are Oscar loved movies that I think were fine. They're good, but not.
Yeah. I said I had 6 movies before we started this.
Yeah, sorry, I did 6 because I didn't see The Brutalist.
I removed one, and the one I removed was The Brutalist. So I'll just add it back. So I'll do 2 at the end, and they're two Oscar darlings as well. My other one was The Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest and The Brutalist, I think, are just not wildly overrated, but I don't think they deserve the praise they're getting. I think these are another 2 examples of just. I'm not going to talk before I get myself in trouble. I just don't think they're like that good. I don't understand the praise. I don't understand the Oscar noms. I don't understand, like, these are movies that are going to be nominated for a whole bunch of Oscars, that were nominated for a whole bunch of Oscars that people are already forgetting about. And they're just not movies I connected with. They're not movies I cared about. They're not movies that left any like meaningful impact on my life or my viewing experience.
Fair.
But yeah, that's those are our 5. I'll be curious. Maybe next week we'll tell Tyler and Seth to come prepared with their 5 most overrated films of the decade, because you and I are pretty like on par with like.
I don't have that many like hot takes. That's why.
We don't have that many hot
3.5. Like, I mean, I've got hot takes in the opposite direction where I'll like overrate something. I'm sure, but I don't know. The movie's fine. It's fine.
We don't have crazy hot takes, which is like surprising. I feel like every time I drop a letterbox review, people think I'm like,
it's Superman, man. Superman.
Superman ruined my legacy. See what I did there?
Tier list time. Oh, nice. Superman legacy. I got it. It took me a sec. Sorry.
It's okay. I still have a spoiler tag going. This is why I can't be the host.
Spoilers for overrated.
For overrated films. All right, you want to do the one with 30, and we don't have to go through all 30. We could just kind of get through however many possible. So there's no like, wait, where's my screen? Share screen. ReelTok episode 55 tier list. Okay, can you see my?
I think there's a way to.
What, like full screen?
There's a way to get rid of the ads. Like, maybe Tyler just has ad block. Never mind.
Yeah, do I just fucking like, this is so annoying. Okay, so it's combination of, I don't know, slop and movies we like, and it's
random movies.
Just random movies, man. Just random movies.
Sure.
So
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I just figured whatever. Just talk about some movies. That's what this podcast is all about. Okay. So we got S tier, A, B, C, D, and F. This is the list of how many on this one? This is the 30. Oh no, shit! I picked the. Wait, am I in the wrong one? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. This one, I was on the wrong tab. This is the list of 30. Perfect. So we'll do. So we just have S, A, B, C, and D. So D is the lowest tier. So let's start. We got X-Men: First Class, and we'll like we always do. Like we'll just agree or disagree on these things. But X-Men First Class, I'll open the floor to you.
I like X-Men First Class a lot. I think it's probably a B tier movie. I don't think it's necessarily I don't think it's C or D, but I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a very, very serviceable X-Men film. Not the best in that trilogy. Days of Future Past obviously trumps. Okay. But yeah, I think B is acceptable here. Yeah. Do we want to rank within tiers while we go on?
I think we should. Why not?
Yeah, just to add some maybe nice argument and conversation and debate.
We should.
Next film, we have the 2024 masterpiece, The Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Perfectly fine movie. I like it. I think it's C tier.
Yeah,
but I have it lower than X-Men First Class.
Yeah, I would have it lower than X-Men First Class too. You're right.
Do we have to put one in every tier?
No, not at all.
Okay, because looking at it, I don't necessarily think I don't think I did a good job. I have a D tier, but
I don't think I did a good job putting bad movies on this. I think that's where the other one has worse movies, but that's the longer tier list. But
fine.
All right,
I think Fall Guy's a C tier movie.
We'll call it high C.
Yeah,
maybe depending on how the C tier turns out. Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg comedy, The Other Guys. This is one of my favorite. I'll let you speak first before
what are we calling A and S? Because I have it at a 5-star. I think this is one of the best comedies of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I have it at a 4.5 star. So like
is The Other Guys S tier? I think it might be.
Comedy wise, probably. I don't mind it.
All right, I think we put The Other Guys in S tier.
S tier, fuck it.
I think this is different than. I think this one can be different. I don't know. Maybe we have to lock it. Do we have to lock it in, or can we?
We don't have to lock it in. We can go back.
Yeah.
We don't have to lock in anything. This one might be probably The Expendables.
D tier.
Yeah.
I haven't watched The Expendables, and I don't even know if I have it rated. It was a movie my parents liked, or my dad liked it. I watched it a while ago.
When did I watch it? I watched it not too long ago, and I very clearly remember the era of The Expendables coming out, and it was like the sickest shit in the world, obviously.
Is this the one where they have the Bradley Cooper is explaining balls in cups and moving them around, and while they're moving the crates around, or is that the A-Team? That might be the A-Team. No,
that's the A-Team. That's the A-Team.
Yeah, that shit had me.
This is the one you might be thinking of, the explaining scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then Sylvester Stallone goes, "What the fuck is his problem?" And Bruce Willis goes, "He wants to be president."
Yeah.
Which is probably the only funny line of that movie.
In the movie. Yeah, I think the A-Team was a movie I loved as a 16-year-old. I thought it was so fun.
Yeah, but all right, Expendables. I feel like D is too low.
In this list, I think it's D.
In this list, yeah, you're right. You're fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, who? Oh man, who is in? Mickey Rourke has The Expendables is such a funny movie because it's such an unserious dad action film, but then you have Mickey Rourke dropping one of the hardest scenes ever, talking about I forgot what he was talking about. It was this emotional monologue about this woman he met, and it was it's this random, really powerful scene in this really dad type movie, and that's the one scene that I always think about when I think about The Expendables. Yeah. Next we got District 9.
District 9, I've never seen. You're up.
Oh, damn.
You got all the power.
I really tried to. You've never seen District 9? I could have sworn I double checked all of these movies, but I like District 9. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it is one of the better alien invasion, dystopian type films out there.
Neil Blomkamp.
I'm going to throw it. I think it deserves A. I really do think it is one of the better science fiction, monster, alien, special ops kind of film out there. Mm-hmm. And also I like the way this tier list looks right now, where we have gone through 5 movies and we're at 5.
Oh, movies. A tier. I feel
yeah.
I didn't realize we were that.
No, I'm throwing it really high. Yeah, I'm very high on
okay.
I'm honestly very high on I mean, I know Neil Blomkamp doesn't have the best track record with like Gran Turismo. Yeah, but he has some insane short films that like I could not recommend more. Zygote, Firebase, Raqqa, like he's made some crazy Adam. He's made some wild fucking short films out there that are just insane that I couldn't recommend more. But yeah, I'm gonna throw that on the A tier. I like this movie. We're seeing Bad Boys 2.
I like Bad Boys 2.
I like Bad Boys 2. I don't think it's like every. No, a lot of my mutuals have this at like 4.5 or a 5-star. I think it's a B tier.
I think it's B tier for
above or below First Class. That's the
I personally like just my interest. I'd like below, but like
yeah, I don't mind that.
I don't even know. I was trying not to like look at my ratings, but we're already putting it in B. So I'm just gonna go see what I have it at. 4. Yeah, okay, I was right.
Yeah. All right. I have it at 3.5. So I think B tier is perfectly serviceable. Back-to-back comedies, Rush Hour. This is S for me. I'll be straight up. Rush Hour is what I might consider to be the greatest comedy of all time.
Okay. I haven't seen it since I was like
12. Rewatch it. So maybe A or S. I'll let you decide.
I'm fine. I'd rather A just because I'm not like super.
We'll go A, but I'll throw it to high A above District 9. Men in Black, another Will Smith movie. I didn't even notice that. I think again, Men in Black is one of my personal favorites out there. I have it at 4.5 star. I absolutely love this thing. Are you high on Men in Black?
I'm high on Men in Black.
How high?
I think like a 4. I think it'd be in the B tier if this is where we're going. I think I have it at about a 4. I'm trying not to look at my actual scores so that after like we place them, I will. I think I have it around a 4. I think it'd be B tier, but also the A tier right now is just getting taken up by movies I have not seen. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I think I'd put it at a 4 because I think I see some A tiers coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Or a B tier. Okay.
Damn, B. Gonna go high B.
Yeah.
High B. That's a near S tier movie for me. I love that thing. We have Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, that's Love and Thunder. D. I didn't see you had Thor: Love.
I don't know why I swung that in there.
Sure, of course. Why not?
Where's my other tier list? What other on the other tier list? I put some like.
I think that's the worst movie on this list.
Yeah, the other tier list is like not more fun, but there's like a more of like a variety. Like the other tier list has like Predator, Alien Covenant. Oh, it's these are on this. Okay. I did a good job with this tier list actually. We have Crawl. Crawl's A tier.
No, Crawl's probably. I think Crawl's like a B tier movie, like a happily B tier movie.
What did I give? I think I gave Crawl a 3 star. I actually
or something
2.5 or 3. I actually like really didn't mind this movie, and I remember telling you that. Yeah, I gave it 3 stars.
You gave it a 3, so like, is that B or C?
I think I personally would
on this list. I think we're going B's right now is like 4s, so I think we have to go C. But I think Crawl is a perfectly serviceable like B tier movie.
All right, we'll go. Maybe you want to put it above Fall Guy in the C tier or below Bad Boys 2 in the B tier?
I think we put it above Fall Guy on the C tier.
All right, I like that. Spider-Man 2.
I think this is A tier.
A tier.
I think this is A tier. I have it at a 4.5. I think Spider-Man is better.
Oh. I mean, I'll go A tier, but this is an S tier movie.
I think it's high A tier. I think
we're gonna put this below the other guys.
I'm telling you, I think The Other Guys is one of the best comedies of all time. That's why. Again, it's easier with the numbers because people are like, Spider-Man 2 is way better. It's like, I don't know, man. I like The Other Guys. Like, I got it at 5 versus a 4.5. That's me. It's me. I mean, you've kind of taken over the A tier otherwise, so I think I'm taking the A here.
Right,
I'm using my.
You use your A here. 21 Jump Street.
I think this is A tier.
I think this is A tier too.
A funny movie, very funny movie. It can be bottom A tier. That's fine.
People are gonna look at this tier list and think we're so stupid.
That's fine. It's all right.
The 21 Jump Street is so fun. I say this all the time on this pod. That's probably the movie Victoria and I have watched the most as a couple, like in the 10 years that we've been together. Because it's always just a movie where it's like, what do we want to watch? I don't know. Okay, let's just throw on 21 Jump Street. And it hits the same every single fucking time. It is so funny. It was like, pound of Coke. We don't want to ruin their fucking lives. You're so right. Pound of marijuana. Like, it is so funny. Next up, we got The Mummy. That's S tier for me.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. That's an absolute
I haven't seen
S
The Mummy in a while, but I would say like C tier.
C
I don't
tier.
think I ever rated though. I don't think I ever rated. I don't know if I'm allowed to put it in S, but like if we have to go A, I guess I'll take that fight.
I mean, I'll go high B to settle, but the Mummy is one of my favorites ever, man.
Really, the Brendan Fraser Mummy?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't watched
that movie.
So long, like that's a movie I haven't seen probably since I was 15.
That movie,
and it scared the shit out of me.
That movie absolutely fucks. All right, we'll settle at B, but where do we want to put it in B? High B.
Yeah, we can do
B.
High B.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Next, we have Mamma Mia 2. Which I know is you like 2 better than 1, right?
Yeah, I think I have it a 4.5. It's A or high B. You're not super high on it, so like I can settle for low B maybe, but
I give it a 3.5.
Well, that's what we're calling like C tier right now.
Yeah, probably.
So I'd say like low B. I'd like.
I'll go low B. I mean, I would probably rewatch it over Bad Boys 2 and X-Men.
Okay, I'm good with middle B. I'm good. You're just speaking my language.
Being honest,
that's fine. X-Men First Class, I like a lot, but I don't know.
Yeah. Speed, which I think we just did a Patreon.
We just did a Patreon review on, and I can't remember a single thing I said. I liked it, but I feel like it's like high C.
Yeah, I think I was high. I gave this like a 4-star. I think a 3.5 or a 4. What did I give this thing? Yeah, I gave it a 4-star. I was high on it, but I'll go high. I'll go high C to settle.
High C. I'm gonna go look what I gave it, but I might be around where you are. I just am like I said, I'm trying not to.
I might just slide it in low B right now. I don't want to be disrespecting Keanu Reeves like that.
I gave it a 3.5. So
all right.
Low B, high C.
We'll go low B. Our B tier is overcrowded. We need more S tier films. Fast 5.
Fast 5 is the best Fast and Furious. Maybe Furious
okay, but
7.
What is that saying?
That's like a 4 for me. Like I think Fast 5 is really good.
Interesting.
It might be a 4.5. I don't know.
4.5?
It's a 4. Okay, it's a 4. It's up there. Furious 7 might be a 4.5. I feel like I have one of them at a 4.5.
Oh man, I think Fast 5 I have at a 3.5, and I think that might be my highest rated Furious movie. Or I think I have the first one also at a 3.5. I rewatched the first one a couple months ago. I really liked it actually.
I think again we're teetering in the low B, high C area.
Yeah. I would go.
What did you say you had Fast 5 at?
A 3.5.
So like last time we did. I had 3.5 when we went B. I'll be willing to go down to C for this, just to keep the graph a little uniform. I guess in the aspect.
We'll throw it high C.
Yeah,
high C.
Is this Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
That is Dawn of the Planet.
I think that's an A tier movie, man.
Yeah, that's an A tier movie. That's the best one, man. That shit is so.
I think that's better than Rush. I think that's above Rush Hour, below Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, we'll go right there. Well, I don't know if I would put it above Rush Hour, but I don't mind that at all. We'll throw that. I like this A tier right now. This A tier is quality. We have Zach Goder's Watchmen.
I think we're gonna disagree. I think I have it at B tier.
I have this S tier.
Yeah, you're nuts.
I think this is one of the greatest comic book films.
Do you have it a 5-star?
I think I have it at a 5 or 4.5.
It's a 4.5. I don't think I can give you S.
All right.
The only S right now I think we have is like a 5 and a 5, right? Or
you said this is a C tier for you?
No, B. Like I have it at 4.
All right, so are we going high B or low A? I'll let you decide here as the non-Zack Snyder bias.
Then I'd say high B. I would say high B.
Highest B?
That's up to you because the Mummy I wasn't super like.
I like the Mummy more, so I'll go second highest B. We got Iron Man.
Iron Man's an A for me.
Iron Man might be an A for me too. This might be the like singular MCU film that doesn't age like crap for me.
I disagree. I think they're a good amount or a decent amount, but the next one up being specifically the one I don't think ages like crap. Are we at A for Iron Man?
Yeah, we're both at A, right?
Yeah. Right. I have Guardians at S tier. It's my highest rated MCU. It's
my third highest rated MCU. It's a 4.5 for me. So I'll give you S or high A.
I'll let you default where you want it here because I got Watchmen. You default where you want it here.
I don't mind this at an S tier, honestly. Right. I think it's that good. I think it deserves the S tier spot. Avengers, the first one. The Avengers, Marvel's the Avengers.
This is a 4.5 for me, but
I think it's a 4.
It drops when I watch it. I mean, I think it's B at minimum. I'm glad we agree there. I prefer it to Watchmen and The Mummy, but again, those are your high. So we can put it like maybe in between Watchmen and Men in Black.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. I like Avengers. I listen.
I like the Avengers. I
revisit that one pretty often.
Okay. It used to be my like number one, and it's dropped.
I made, and this was so well before like TikTok and the podcast. This was probably like sophomore year of high school. I had made 100 greatest movies of all time list, and obviously the list sucked. I had only seen like Big Slop and Marvel, and I think Marvel's The Avengers was in my top 10.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's obviously fallen since then, but it is still great. This is Zombieland.
I really like Zombieland. I would say maybe in this list, maybe low B.
I would say low B as well. I like Zombieland. I watched this not too recently with Victoria, and we were both both very surprised by how well the comedy held up.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't rewatched it in maybe a year, but I like it. I would say maybe above Speed.
Yeah.
Maybe above
I would say above Bad Boys. I'd probably go above. We'll put it there. We'll put it there for now. I like our bell curve right now.
I think you and I are gonna agree. This is S.
This is the S. Yeah.
I think that's one. Yeah.
That's Mad Max Fury Road for those listening and not watching. Yeah, that's I wanted to throw in like an easy S, although I did think a couple of these would be easy S's that did not turn out to be easy S's.
Like Spider-Man 2, maybe should have gone at easy S, but I think that's it. But I have Spider-Man above it. That's like that's my take of the day is that Spider-Man is like an S.
I don't even think that's a bad take. They're both 5 stars for me personally. I don't even think that's a bad take at all. Like I don't think there's that big a difference between 2 and 1, if there even is a difference. Like as much as like some people make it out to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fine with that. Next we got the first Mission Impossible movie. I was gonna throw Fallout here, but I think Fallout would have been too easy auto S. So I threw the first one on where it's
I have a 4 for Mission Impossible.
I think I have a 3.5, 4 as well. So we're really stacking up that B tier.
I'll let you pick. I assume it'll be B, but I'll let you have final deciding vote.
Well, 4-star, that's B for you as well.
Well, I thought you said you had 3.5.
Yeah, but that's B tier. You know, that's middle of the pack, especially with the way this tier list is going right now. I'll go middle B. We'll go right above Mamma Mia 2.
What do you have it at? Because I have it at a 3.5.
Mission Impossible. I think a 3.5 as well. Yeah, 3.5.
So I think what do you have Bad Boys 2 at?
3.5.
I have Bad Boys 2 at a 4. So I don't know if we're going on averages. Is it a C? Should we just go high C for a crazy
clickbaity screenshots? Yeah. All right, let's go high C.
Because most of like the way I'm going at it right now is, or the way the cookies have crumbled is just like 5, 4, 4, or sorry, 5, 4.5, 4, 3.5, less than is kind of where it's crumbled.
Okay, I like that. So we'll go high C.
We'll call that. We'll look up my score. I think.
Yeah, this is the end of all time.
Very funny. I'm not as high on it as like I think most people are. Oh, I don't even have it rated. I've definitely seen it. Just it's been a while.
That feels like a very safe C tier movie.
I think so. I think C. I was gonna say like max B. I don't think I can give it a near 21 Jump Street or the other guys, but
I'd go like here between Mission Impossible and Fast 5.
That works. I like you placed that one. I like it.
That feels like a safe C tier movie. Then we have Zack Snyder's
you and I like.
Justice
I think the next two are like you and I like polar opposite.
I did this one on purpose.
I am higher on Zack Snyder's Justice League than you are.
Yeah, than I am on Superman. Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm higher on Superman than you are on Zack Snyder's. No, wait.
No, you're not.
You're higher on Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm willing to give you A.
Okay, I'll take A.
I'm not willing to give S. I don't think.
No, that's fine. I'll take A all day.
Okay, and you place it where you'd like.
Sure. I am willing to give you A for Superman.
I think the way this is going, I think because of where you rate it, I think it's a high B.
Oh, I mean, I'll give you A, but if you want me to,
I dropped it from a 5. Do I think it's a perfect movie? No.
Yeah. What do you give Justice League? You're a 4, 4.5?
I give it a 3.5. I think now. ZSJ.
Oh. Okay, so I mean that's not like I give Superman a 3.
I might be a.
I will let you pick.
Look. Trying to be reasonable here. I give Zack Snyder Justice League a 4. I'm gonna throw it the highest B for respect purposes, because honestly, like as I look at it, I think I like Iron Man better. I think. Yeah. I love Superman, but just like
big time.
And Iron Man, I think, has the nostalgia factor for me in the sense that
high B is doable.
Yeah.
Even though just to add controversy, it would be my lowest rated B tier movie.
I think it would be D on like this list for you. Like if it were just you ranking them.
I mean, I give it a 3 stars. So yeah, probably. Like
I don't like if we need an F if you're gonna like distinguish 3 versus like a 2, because right now anything lower than a 3.5 is like a D on this list. Yeah. But
if I were to rank every movie we've gone through right now, Superman would be 5th to last. Damn. Fast 5, Crawl, Expendables, and Love and Thunder would be under it.
Damn. Okay.
But also, these are very good movies in my mind. Like I picked movies that like we both like love, but don't. Yeah. Like, you know. Have you seen Predator?
I have. It's been a minute. It was like a senior year of college watch. I feel like.
I just started with my
I am
watch.
Not like I probably rate this like a 4. 4.5 even maybe, but like I'm not super high on the Predator universe to the point that I'm like I really like this movie.
Yeah.
I think I can go. I think I would go middle of the pack to low B personally.
Okay, I would have said high C honestly.
Okay,
but I'll go middle of the pack.
I'm breaking my rule.
I liked it. I think I gave it a 3.5 or 4 stars even. Like I really liked it.
Yeah, I'm at a 4. So I could go like maybe. This is like right below Speed.
So bottom tier B. I could accept that.
Yeah.
I could accept that. I don't even know if you've seen this next movie, Alien Covenant.
I have not. This one's you.
Yeah. Damn. Why, bro? I vetted these. I know I did.
Right. I'm again the Alien and Predator. I was actually having this exact conversation with Sammy and Alex probably 2-3 days ago. I think of all the franchise rankings, I think Predator / Alien is my bottom, is my lowest.
Sorry, this is Aliens. This is not Alien.
Oh, Aliens is S for me.
I knew I fucked that up. Yeah, I would throw this at S too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would put this right below here. Yeah.
Second. I would put it below like Guardians, but also I think I'd have Guardians above the other guys.
Right,
so that works for me. No. I think I'm good with
flop right there.
Okay.
Boom. Adjustments have been made. And then last movie, Ready Player One.
Is that what this is? Is this not the Breakfast Club? Is it just like I can't see the?
It's the Ready Player One like Breakfast Club theme.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because I can only see,
every poster that I've picked. These are my letterboxed like alternative posters. Like I had to go and download all of them.
I think for me B. CB for me. I think you like it a lot more than me.
Yeah, I do. I could settle at B. I know a lot.
You can place it wherever you want.
What
do I have it at?
I'll go.
I don't have it rated. I watched it like 2 years ago on a plane. Must have never rated it. That's odd.
That movie fucks. We'll go right there.
Yeah, I literally watched. I vividly remember like being on a work trip and watching it on the plane. I just don't know what I rated it.
I love Ready Player One, bro. It's so fucking good.
Where'd you put it? Sorry.
Right above Bad Boys 2. Lower B tier. Right. That's what movies were on the other tier list? So like on the other tier list, I also included Ted, Revenge of the Sith, American Pie, Curse of the Black Pearl, The Brutalist, The Witch, Trap, Crazy Stupid Love, Hellboy, No Way Home. I'm missing something.
That would have been about the same. I like this.
The Adam Project.
Take a picture of this or try to like share it and send it. Like click share on Twitter and see what the image looks like, and try to send it to me. I'll post it. I'm gonna let you take over news for 10 seconds so I can run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
I'll rip news and then we'll get into Ne Zha because I do want to talk Ne Zha too when I know Cam has to leave shortly. So I'll talk Ne Zha. But let's get into news. We'll start with the Avengers news. Cam posted a video on TikTok about this. It actually blew up. And it was really fucking funny. Cam is a funny dude. But Alan Cumming says he doesn't know who he was acting with half the time when filming Avengers Doomsday. And the quote that he dropped was, "I did the entire film in isolation, lots of green screen, face replacement. They even gave me characters' fake names. I don't know who I was acting with half the time." That is the singular funniest bit of news that could have come out of Avengers Doomsday. I'm seeing a lot of people basically be like, why are we overreacting to this news? That was the same case for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. That's not helping your argument. That should not be your argument. Your argument shouldn't be, oh, hey, here's this dog shit thing they're doing for Avengers Doomsday, but they did it for Infinity War and Endgame, so it's cool. Like that's a horrifying argument to have, but that Cam's video was so funny. Cam's video was so funny on TikTok if you haven't seen it. But that is the funniest bit of news that has come out all week. Cam and I were recording the Patreon episode last week. And after we were done recording, he told me that bit of news and we were cracking up. Everyone keeps saying Avengers Doomsday is doomed. I'm not there yet. Like their last two Avengers movies were Infinity War and Endgame. So like, obviously in my mind, the MCU is not in the best place right now, but I'm not going to tell you that this movie is doomed. Like the Russo brothers at least have proven that they know how to direct something when they have inspiration, when they have something to adapt. But that news is just funny as fuck. A Kobe Bryant documentary, a Kobe Bryant biopic, is in the work at Warner Brothers. I know Kobe is like everyone's favorite basketball player. I know there's a lot of debate on if he's top 5, top 10, top 2, top 1. Is he that reincarnation of Mike? I don't care for Kobe or like a lot of like basketball stuff as much as like the next person. But if this seems like one of those like daunting tasks where it's like whoever gets cast to play Kobe Bryant, insane, just insane. Like that's got to be the craziest pressure someone will ever feel in the world. Like you're stepping into the shoes of this iconic basketball player. And not only does he have his basketball career to back up his legendary status, but like he tragically passed away. So like you're going to have to include like this crazy level of emotion, this crazy level of depth to this character, which is just insane. But that, yeah, Kobe Bryant biopic, we're in biopic season, man. You know, we got so many coming out. The first screening of The Long Walk had audiences' heartbeats at over 200 beats per minute. The film is being described as one of the most intense and emotional thrillers of 2025. I don't actually care for this news. It's not news I like genuinely care about. I brought it up in this episode because I hate this type of news. Like, same thing came out with like Long Legs, where people were recording theaters and being like, this is everyone's heart rate during Long Legs. And now we're seeing the same thing with The Long Walk. And it's just setting these crazy expectations for people going into this movie. Cam, I spoke about the Doomsday news for a little bit, the Alan Cumming quote.
Yeah, it's just silly.
Your TikTok video.
I'm so excited for this movie, man.
It's going to be
it's either going to be great or it's going to be the worst thing ever. It's not going to be a fine film. It's just not.
That 1.5 stars is gonna feed my Letterboxd comment section. When does that movie come out?
December 2026.
Oh, next year. Okay.
Yeah, we're over a year away.
Dude, we're really gonna go from The Odyssey to Dune Messiah to Avengers Doomsday.
I think The Odyssey is summer.
No, I'm just saying, like, in 2026, like, we're gonna have all these massive blockbusters, and we're gonna have to cap it off with Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah,
jokes.
I can't wait.
I absolutely can wait.
I think Dune Messiah and Doomsday, like, at one point, were on the same exact day because it was like Doomsday or something. Yeah. But they're obviously not going to do that. I think Doomsday moved, or I don't know.
I'm getting lost in release dates. Words Plus Pictures are working on a Chadwick Boseman documentary. This is the same production studio that made the Christopher Reeves documentary called Superman, the Christopher Reeves story. I don't know if you ever watched that doc, but I watched it on the plane when I was traveling a couple weeks ago. Had me crying, man. That documentary was so good.
When did it come out? I watched it when it came out. It's very great.
It came out at the beginning of this year, I think. But it was really
very good.
Crazy sad documentary. Really good. It goes into like beyond Christopher Reeve. Obviously, it's about Christopher Reeve, but like it goes into like his family dynamic during everything that went on, his wife's sacrifice, his wife's eventual battle with cancer, and it was just really like. They made that documentary fully intending their audience to just cry as much as possible. And it worked. So if there's one production studio, I guess right now that like deserves to tackle Chadwick Boseman, I guess it's Words Plus Pictures. Nicolas Cage is in talks to star in True Detective season 5. I don't know if that gives True Detective like the life it needs right now. Like there's obviously been a very clear fall off. Since
I thought people liked the most recent season. I have not seen any of them. I thought people liked the most recent season.
I haven't seen season 4 yet. The last one I watched was the season 3 with Mahershala Ali, and like honestly, I didn't like love it all that much. Season 2, I think, was like so perfectly fine. Like if anything, Colin Farrell and Rachel McAdams, like they do enough to like keep me entertained. And then you have like Taylor Kitsch and Vince Vaughn, who are also pretty great. But like I think my problem is season 1 set such insane expectations for this like anthology series. Because season 1, I say this all the time.
Like it wasn't. I think it's one of those. It wasn't supposed to be an anthology series. I'm sure.
No, but season 1 ended up being
so good. They were like, shit.
Yeah, almost immediately people were calling it like the greatest season of television ever, and I've upheld like I know like it's weird to rank anthology seasons of television among like limited series of 10 seasons of television, but like I still think it's one of like the 2 or 3 greatest seasons of limited series television out there. Like it's so unbelievably good, man. We got our first trailer for Blue Eye Samurai. Did you ever watch season 1? Oh, dude, sorry, I'm telling you,
good show.
Cam, you would love Blue Eye Samurai. I'm not going to get this passionate about a lot of things I'd recommend to like you guys, but like this is something like you need to tap into.
All right.
Like I genuinely think.
What's it on? Is it Netflix? Is it what?
It's Netflix.
Yeah, it sounds like Netflix. We'll check it out. How many episodes? How long are the episodes?
I think there's 8 episodes in season 1, and they're like 40 to an hour maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. It's so beautifully animated. It's this really cool like Japanese warrior story about vengeance, and it's so engaging, it's so emotional, but it's also just like the coolest thing you'll watch all year. I liked season 2 trailer. I know that's what we're talking about, but season 2 trailer was great. I'm really excited for the show to come back. I think the show came out in
Brenda Song.
Yeah,
in a show.
Yeah, show. I forgot what year. 2022, 2023. But yeah, really, really good show. Like Cam, I'm telling you, you got to tap in. Like I know you would love this show.
All right.
First trailer for Anemone, which is the first acting outing of Daniel Day-Lewis in 8 years since retiring after The Phantom Thread. Directed by his son, written and directed by Daniel Day and his son. Did you watch the trailer?
I did. I think I turned it on and then had work that I like because it came out during the work day.
Yeah.
I turned it on and then I had like work I had to do. And so I think I missed it. But I had the intention of watching it, and then I when you get in that like
I got you.
Do this, right? And then completely blanked it till you just brought it
up. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good trailer. I'm happy to see Daniel Day return.
I'm sure even if it was his son, he wouldn't come back if he's like, this is pure crap, brother.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that would like everyone's worry, where it was like, okay, like if he returns, like we don't want him to just return for the sake of like it just being his son or it being like a debt he owes or whatever. Like the trailer, like for me at least personally, I honestly haven't seen a lot of discourse on this trailer on socials, but for me personally, it confirms that like he's returning for a role that like he genuinely thinks like warrants Daniel Day-Lewis, like a role that he genuinely thinks like he can like stretch his acting chops, do something different. Trailer looked good. I thought the trailer looked good. I didn't know the trailer makes it seem like a fucking horror movie in moments, but like nobody's calling this a horror movie. Like there's no genre titled horror on Letterboxd, nothing on like any news outlet talking about this movie. They're all just calling it a drama. But the trailer had very much like what's a movie that's a good comparison? Like it had kind of like the Lighthouse vibes, where it was like the Lighthouse is like a horror movie, but it's like more of like a drama, and there are like scary, creepy moments, and like that's kind of the vibe I got from this trailer. But I think the trailer looked good. Another trailer we got was Good Boy. Did you watch that trailer?
Yeah, this one I did watch. I mean, if they kill the dog, it's over.
I'll freak out.
It's over for me.
After that trailer dropped, apparently the
Google search for like how to
Google search for does the dog die?
Oh
Good Boy increased like 2,000%.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
a good question. Does the dog?
It's gonna
die?
be.
I need to know.
I hope the dog doesn't die, man. But that's gonna be such a sad movie. Like the trailer opens with like reels of like a younger dog, and it's like the saddest. It's not sad, but it's so cute. And like then it jumps into like the horror side of the story, and it's like this is gonna be like I know this is gonna ruin me. I know it's gonna be sad. I don't do well with like animals being hurt in film. Like
that's how James Gunn gets you in Guardians.
Yeah, that's how James Gunn gets me in Guardians 3 with all the raccoon shit. Like I just don't fuck with that stuff. I mean, I agree. With it,
like I think you can kill as many people. Don't kill it.
Yeah, but don't touch animals.
That was the crazy, and that's what got us in Headhunters, man. It was like,
but that was the funniest death out there.
That's crazy.
Like, that was so fun. But yeah, it did get us in Headhunters. But yeah, I'm excited for Good Boy, believe it or not. I really am. And then last bit of news, Daphne Keane has been cast as Artemis in Percy Jackson season 3.
Daphne Keane is in that Disney bag, brother.
Yeah, she is. I'm jealous of her life right now. She's living the best life out there. Like she's always traveling. She's always just vacationing and drinking and having a good time. And then she'll do like a slop project once every
Disney
3 years. Man. Yeah, and she'll just make her money and just call quits. But
did you watch Percy Jackson season 1?
I watched season 1. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. Very cute. Yeah. Very serviceable.
I was like a huge Percy Jackson kid. Like loved the books.
Yeah.
I loved the movies, the Logan Lerman ones at the time. Rewatching them, I'm like, all right, yeah, I understand why this got canceled. Yeah. I think that the series is ultimately going to be fine, but I don't know if it'll ever capture like my remembrance of this like universe, like where I was in love with it as a kid. It's probably the only book series I read on my own ever in history.
Really? You never read Harry Potter?
Read. I mean, I did as a like.
I can't read either, but like these were like
my parents read me Harry Potter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I mean, I haven't read in a long time. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a reader, but yeah, like Percy Jackson, I ran through in like high school. Harry Potter, I ran through in high school, but like that was probably it. I don't read a lot. But all right, I'm going to move on to Ne Zha. I don't even think we need to like cut it. Like when I'm done with Ne Zha, I'll just wrap up the episode and we'll just call it that. But you know, are you going to hang around or no?
I'll probably hop off.
Yeah,
if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm only going to be like 20 minutes.
Emma's got some plans with Bailey today, so I want to make sure I get him home at a decent time.
All right.
I love you, George. I love you all.
You too. I love you.
Great episode.
Bye.
Mwah. See ya.
All right. We will God, I hate that I'm now the center of attention. I don't fuck with that at all. I don't like it at all. But all right, now we're gonna do Ne Zha. I'm gonna talk 1 and 2, and this will be brief because I do want to wait until Seth, Cam, and Tyler have watched the movies, because they should watch both, to talk like full spoilers. But I'm very excited to talk both of these movies because I finally tapped in. They finally re-released it in IMAX in America. And I was able to catch Ne Zha 2 in IMAX on Monday, and I saw Ne Zha in my apartment on digital like 2 weeks ago in preparation. So we'll start very quickly with Ne Zha 1 from 2019. I loved it. Like genuinely, like I had a great time with this movie. It's so weird. I started watching Ne Zha 1, and watching Ne Zha 1, everyone was like, oh, like when are you going to get around to 1 and 2? 2 is so much better than 1. 2 is light years ahead of 1. You know, 2 makes 1 look amateur. And I was watching Ne Zha 1, and I was like, either people are being so overly critical of this movie, or 2 is genuinely that good. And I think it's a combination of both, because I really enjoyed Ne Zha 1. Like it's this beautiful story of myth and heart. I love this idea of reincarnation and finding yourself. I love the character of Ne Zha. I love the comedy in this movie. I love the quips and the back and forths, and I love all the supporting characters. You know, it's the first Ne Zha is this like awesome balance of tone. It's humor and pathos. It's modern sensibility and mythic weight. It's just a really awesome little like mythical quest, and I really enjoyed it. There are some awesome tender moments between Ne Zha and his mom and Ne Zha and his dad. The first Ne Zha really was reminding me a lot of Across the Spider-Verse, where in Across the Spider-Verse you have like there are these massive movies. There's so much going on. There's so many characters. There's so much lore. There's so much like deep storytelling. But my favorite parts of these movies are the quiet, intimate moments between like Miles and Gwen, and Miles and his mom, and Ne Zha and his mom, and Ne Zha and his dad. And I love when movies can do that. I love when movies can like really like calm down and relax a little bit and like focus on their characters and their relationships. And that's what I got out of Ne Zha, and I really liked it. Like I said, I'll talk quickly on Ne Zha. That'll pretty much be it. Because I do want to move into Ne Zha 2. But Ne Zha, I really enjoyed the first movie. Ne Zha 2 is what like that was crazy. Like genuinely, that was some of the sickest shit I've ever seen in a film all year. It's already my number 2 of the year. I know last week we counted down our top 10 of the year. It wasn't in the top 10 because I hadn't seen it at that point, but it's my number 2 film of the year. And I'm going to try get back out to IMAX to see it again. And I think there's a good chance it could overtake Sinners. That's how much I fucking loved it. I think the plot progresses in a way that is so incredibly intriguing and engaging. I think the mythology of this world and these stories goes deeper. It becomes more epic. It is so much larger. It is so much more beautiful. There's such a. I'm trying to not spoil the movie. I'm going to do this whole thing without spoiling the movie. This is going to be an entirely spoiler-free thing. So I'm going to try not to slip up and say shit. But I love the direction the story takes. I love the villains that we are treated to. I love the journey Ne Zha goes on in this film. I think it's all so beautiful. I think it's so vibrant in animation. Beautiful waterfalls and dragons and palaces, and like every single new location that Ne Zha gets to, it's like, wow, like this is beautiful in its own very distinct way. Like you're in this insanely grand white palace in one scene, and in the very next scene you're in a cave with dragons, and they're so beautiful in their own way. They're so massive in their own way. This is like, I'm comparing this to the best of Disney and Ghibli. This is comparable to the beauty of Across and Into the Spider-Verse. This is comparable to the beauty of The Boy and the Heron and My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away. Like, this is such a beautiful looking movie visually. Like, I was in awe watching this in IMAX. Like, every new location just had me absolutely like levitating, like to the point of like I was near tears while watching this movie, just because I was so taken aback by how gorgeous and massive this fucking movie was. And then on top of it, what you're looking at is complemented by this like beautiful blend of orchestral score with traditional instruments. It is so culturally beautiful. It is so culturally rich. It's like you're watching something beautiful and then you're listening to something beautiful, and it's like it's such an overstimulation of your senses, and I absolutely loved the experience that I had with this movie. And the movie continues that tone from the first movie, where it's like this really awesome blend of like this high octane epic spectacle with lowbrow poop fart comedy, which I think like really does land. You have shape-shifting gags, you have vomit jokes, and then that's all offset by this really deep, emotional, like storytelling. You have this maternal embrace that just like absolutely takes me away, man. Like, I'm really trying to steer clear of spoilers, and we're going to spoil this movie down the line when we talk about it with Cam and Tyler and Seth, and I hope they watch it, because I really think even Tyler, someone who's not big on animation, I think he can love this movie. But there's this, it's so epic and massive, but again, it's so beautiful in moments. Like, there's this one fucking scene in my head. Oh my fucking, I trying not to, what? Spoiler tag on. We're throwing spoiler tag on. Fuck it. Banner. Spoilers. If you have not seen Ne Zha 2, just stop watching this episode. The remainder of this episode is going to be spoiling Ne Zha 2. So just if you haven't watched it, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're starting spoilers. This movie is so beautiful in its mother-son relationship. At the beginning of the movie, Ne Zha goes off on his adventure, and he doesn't hug his mom goodbye. And his mom is running down the dock, yelling at Ne Zha, like, be careful, eat well, sleep well, everything you would expect from a mom. Like, my mom does that when I talk to her on the phone. Like, she'll end the phone calls with, make sure you're sleeping well, make sure you're eating well, make sure you're exercising, make sure you're not overdoing it, make sure you're not stressing yourself out. And this movie does that like in an awesome, relatable way, where it's like every mother just wants the best for their kid. And kids just don't appreciate that sometimes. Kids don't appreciate what their mother means to them sometimes. And this movie does such a good job. And then full circle at the end of this movie, spoilers, we're deep in spoilers. I'm going to spoil some shit right now. So turn this episode off if you've not watched Ne Zha 2. But Ne Zha's mom, near death at the end of the movie. And it's in a moment where Ne Zha is like paralyzed from these like piercing things running through his body. So like if he moves, he'll like cut himself and literally chop himself into pieces. This scene, this was some of the sickest shit I've ever seen. It was this really emotional moment. And then Ne Zha breaks out of these like piercing rods through his body, and his body just breaks apart. Like he cuts himself into pieces because of the power of love for his mother. And then he like shit happens and he turns into like fully formed Ne Zha. And like I was crying, I was cheering, I was clapping. It was so fucking sick. It was unbelievable. Now that we're in spoilers, we could talk about the villain. I love the villain in this movie. I love that there was like this. I don't know Ne Zha lore. I don't know Ne Zha storytelling. Unfortunately, I'm not tapped into that. So these movies are the only bit that I am like fully aware of. So I don't know if like the villain twist was expected. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot of dense storytelling going on between like the main villain from Ne Zha 1 to who we thought was not the villain of Ne Zha 2 that ends up being the villain of Ne Zha 2. And there was just a lot of like awesome twists and turns. And I thought it was like really, really, really awesome. But that's probably the extent of my spoiler talk for Ne Zha. I really don't want to spoil too much of it, but I did want to talk about those two moments in particular because genuinely, like, I think Ne Zha 2 is such important foundational storytelling for everyone at no matter what age you are in life. You know, both of these movies touch on themes of acceptance and this maternal relationship and trying to find yourself. This movie is just unapologetically epic and emotional, and it is visually insane, man. So many moments that I was just like, I like could not believe what I was watching in IMAX. It was so unbelievable. And then, you know, between Ne Zha and Ne Zha 2, I think these movies complement themselves so much. You know, Ne Zha 1, it's very origin based. It's very you're looking at Ne Zha just trying to find acceptance and trying to understand his destiny. And then Ne Zha 2 is just complete rebirth. It is total mythical confrontation. It is such a awesome compliment to Ne Zha 1, and it is such an awesome like expansion of this universe. Even in like the animation style, there's such a clear cut difference between Ne Zha 1 and Ne Zha 2. Ne Zha 1, it's very fresh, it's very expressive, it's very it's very emotionally grounded. Then you get to Ne Zha 2, and it's just so unbelievably grand. It is so unbelievably hyper detailed. It's almost overwhelming in moments. It's so overstimulating in just the best way possible. And it really is just, it's awesome. You know, Ne Zha 1, again, just in the way that these two movies complement each other. Ne Zha 1 is it's so heartfelt. It's so character arc driven. It's so emotional in a way that little kids and everyone can relate to. And then Ne Zha 2 is just, it's so epic, and it's so, it's so sacred, and it's so massive, and it continues the themes of Ne Zha 1, but it puts them to like this like deeper level. And I'm genuinely just so in awe by both of these movies, and especially Ne Zha 2. I think it is such an important film. I think if you can get out to see it in IMAX, you absolutely should. There's no reason not to. It is truly one of my favorite IMAX experiences, maybe my absolute favorite IMAX experience of the year. And that's saying a lot considering the incredible like IMAX driven films that we have seen this decade, this year. F1. Very big in IMAX. Like I had a great time with that film. Even Sinners, which is currently my number one film of the year. Something like Weapons was awesome in IMAX. Mission Impossible, Ballerina, you know, there's so many awesome films to experience in IMAX, but Ne Zha 2 is like, that was something else. That was such an awesome experience. I'm so happy they released it in US theaters. I had such an incredible time with it, but that's where I'm going to end the Ne Zha discussion. Like I said, I really do want to wait for Seth, Cam, and Tyler to watch the film. Bzz, plural. They need to watch both, hopefully. And I'd love to talk to them more about like spoilers, scene by scene, the way we kind of do for some big releases, because I really do think they will love this movie. But that'll wrap up Real Talk episode 155. I know, like I said at the beginning of the episode, not a lot planned this episode. There were some releases this year, like this week, like Splitsville and Honey Don't, but we've all been all over the place. So like I said at the beginning of the episode, like I think it's fucking incredible that we've got 155 weeks dropping an episode every single week without fail. Sometimes we'll have episodes like this where we just kind of throw together something quickly and do like some fun game or you know, like a overrated movies of the decade list or a tier list or something fun. Next year's our 3-year special, 3-year anniversary. So it'll be a good episode. So tap in. And like I've been saying, we're approaching 10K followers. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, cool. Appreciate you. Love you. Appreciate your engagement. Send it to your family, friends, have them subscribe. Shout out to our executive producers, as always, Stefan Niebrick, Stefan Johnson, Cody Whitney, and Cole Beaver. Shout out to all of our patrons. You know, we always talk about like our little Real Talk community, but like we really don't want to undersell just how awesome it is. You know, so many great people, so many great conversations, so much going on in the Discord. Real quick, on Thursday, Real Patron on Friday. And then next week, like I said, 3-year anniversary. And then we'll probably end up talking caught stealing again. Not again, just for the first time. But that'll wrap up Real Talk episode 155. Peace.